Have you ever wondered what really happens during a structural integration session? It's not just massage, and it's not physical therapy either. It's a unique process that works with your fascia, movement, and alignment to help you feel lighter, freer, and more at home in your body. Today, I'll walk you through exactly what a session looks like, step by step. Hello there, I'm Joseph Barker, your friendly neighborhood structural integrator. If you've heard about the 10 series and are curious about structural integration, you may be wondering what actually happens in a session. In this video, I'll show you the flow of a session, how it feels, why each one is unique, and even some client experiences to give you a real sense of what to expect. Each session usually starts with movement assessment. I'll watch how you walk, breathe, stand, and any more specific movements based upon what is required. It's almost like reading your body's story, and this helps me to see what's working and what might need more support. We then move to table work. This is where we work together with your fascia. It's not unlike massage, but it's not just about relaxation. It's about helping your body reorganize so that the tensional patterns can release and new alignment can be found. At the end, there is a short integration phase. You might move, stand, walk, do some simple movements just so that your body can incorporate all those changes. And that's what makes the results so lasting. You're not just lying down the whole time. We're moving together. You are actively a part of this process. Fascia is like a web that connects everything in the body. When it's tight, stuck, thick, dehydrated, it can create pain, stiffness, or poor posture. During a session, it's not just about pressing on muscles. I'm helping the fascia rehydrate, glide, and reorganize in relation to your body's movements. That's why I may guide you while you make small movements while I work. It helps the tissue respond more effectively, and it makes the session a collaboration rather than something that's just being done to you. This, I really do believe, is where a lot of the magic happens. So what does it feel like? Most clients describe a mix of sensations. Some areas can feel deeply relaxing when they're worked on, like a big sigh of relief. Other areas can feel more intense, especially if we're working through long-held tensional patterns or if there is an injury. But the focus is never on pain. It's always on creating change and making you, the client, feel safe. I got into this work because of my own chronic pain and my own issues. It really is about being worked with or worked on by a person who genuinely cares, has empathy, has a relaxed nervous system. When the focus is on making the body feel safe, real change can happen. That's why I got into this. I spent the first 25 years of my life trying to find reprieve from pain, and it's through structural integration in receiving it and giving it that I can know now that I don't live with pain every day. After sessions, people tend to say that they feel taller, lighter, they can breathe easier, they're more connected to their body, their sleep improves. Sometimes the changes are more subtle, sometimes they're very dramatic. But almost always, people leave with a new sense of possibility or a new sense of ease within their body. Why is each session unique? One of the most important things to know is that each session has a unique focus. If you're doing the 10 series, for example, one session might focus more on breath, shoulder girdle, rib cage. Another might be focusing on balancing your legs, and another might be focused on almost just your spine. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't start by painting the walls. You begin with the foundation, the framework, and then finally the finishing touches. Each structural integration session builds on the last one so that the whole system is reorganized step by step, starting with your breath. Here are a few examples of what clients have noticed in their sessions. One person, not long ago, came to me and she had chronic shoulder tightness and pain in one shoulder. After literally the first session, she said, "I feel like I can finally breathe again." This person had seen a lot of massage therapists, physios, and even some osteos. And it wasn't until she had the first session of structural integration did she finally feel a reprieve from this tightness that was perpetual. That was one of those sessions where I finished and it really reminded me why I do what I do. Sometimes we're only one session away or 1 hour away from getting work with someone, and it can change everything forever. I had another client with chronic hip pain. By the third session, they noticed that there was not only less pain, but they were also able to stand taller, walk smoother, and run faster. This person is a hobbyist triathlon athlete, and they were able to change the entire trajectory of their routine because they weren't spending so much time on recovery. They started to get better by a large degree, shaving off lots of time and also spending less money on adjunct therapies and having more efficacy within their stretching. I've had clients where after 3 to 5 sessions, instead of having to spend so much of their time within a chronic or a constant self-care loop, they're able to then live their life more. That's again one reason why I love this work, is that when our bodies feel better, we're then able to be who we're supposed to be. So whether that means a grandparent being able to garden more and spend time with their children or with their grandchildren, or whether it's an athlete who wants to perform at a high level, an entrepreneur who wants to have less stress so they can be more focused on work, I love to see how much people's lives can change so easily, or so seemingly easily, when it comes into this work. So these are some of the kinds of shifts that are common. And because we're not just treating symptoms, we're changing the underlying physiology of the person, and we're creating new patterns to help change everything for the better. So what does a structural integration session actually look like? It looks like assessment, table work, and integration. There's a whole lot of discovery on the way. And if you're curious about what this looks like and how it may help you, I would love to hear your questions in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, maybe hit the notification button, tell your friends, tell your fam, tell your wife, your husband, tell your dog. Thank you for watching, and remember, your body is designed for balance. Structural integration helps you find it again.